Looking forward to this. Hey, Reagan. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy this as much as I hope it goes. Hey, Bianca. Love you. All right, guys. So, of course, I kind of left Facebook Live. It's just not happening for me, and yeah, whatever. I'm over that. But I will let y'all know on Facebook that we're going live on Insta. So, hey, go Insta. Thank you for the love. I like those hearts. They look so cool going up. Okay. So how are you guys doing? Hope everybody's doing well. I have a lot to do today. It's Halloween, dude, and I have not even gotten stuff together yet. And it's this weekend. Like, Felix has a costume party going to, and I've got to get that done today. I didn't even put my pumpkins out. I haven't even decorated our pumpkins. So please say some prayers for me because, hey, it's not Christmas yet, and I still have some time. There's still a whole month there, so I'm going to try hard to get that done this weekend. So today's topic, we're going to talk about how we, you, and I are made for more. Yep, we are made for more. But I kind of want to reflect back on episode 1 because on the what is love, I kind of shared with you guys a little bit about the upbringing that I was raised in. My parents were divorced at 6 months old. I was 6 months when they divorced. So life was hard in the sense that I didn't have both my parents physically there with me. And so they both loved me the best way they could. And for that, I am completely grateful because their love has and always been unconditional. And so my dad, I love him dearly. My mom, I just lost 4 months ago on the 22nd to the month. And it's been rough being without my mom. So, whew, please say some prayers. But anyhow, I just wanted to make it clear to everybody that my parents loved me. Of course. Hello, I wouldn't be here if they hadn't loved me. So I'm very grateful for all that they've done to give me life and support me all these years, most especially when I was stuck in my own mess and I could not see past what I was doing and how I was hurting people. So God bless our parents, huh? Only they can love us that way. So today, hey, Dee Dee, thank you for joining me. AMD Grows, thanks for joining us. And then also, Hannah and Stroke Flower, love you. Okay, I bet it's cold out there, Hannah. You know, you're out there in the, it's chilly. But anyhow, I got some hot tea in here. Thank you. It's not coffee, it's tea. Okay, so you are more. You are made for more. But I'm going to start first with you are more. And that's really hard to grasp because on the last episode, episode 2, I talked about how we are not the sum of our weaknesses and failures. That's Pope John Paul II's awesome quote that I think everybody should have blown up everywhere and just read over and over and over again. We are not the sum of our weaknesses and failures. We are more than that. Yes, we are. We all screw up. We all make mistakes. We all fall flat on our faces at one point or another. But we are made for more. You are more. You are the sum of the Father's love, okay? It's real easy to stay stuck in our mess. It's real easy to stay in our ugliness because it's what we've been used to. Especially if we haven't had that journey of healing. We haven't begun processing some of that stuff. It's real comfortable to stay where we've been for so long. But a real obvious way to look at the fact that it's time for a change is to take a good look around, especially at the people that you surround yourself with, and ask yourselves if they're happy, if there's some joyful moments. Hey, Carson, love you. If there's, is there joy in your own life? If stuff isn't changing, we get comfortable with our ugliness, and that keeps us bound in never being free. I hope this all makes sense, but one of the most beautiful things that I've realized since I've started this journey of growing within my marriage and with our children and with our loved ones, with friends that we're so close to and that we bring into our home, and they're like our own sons and daughters. And so I love being able to spread that love and give what we have received. So, but this is the reality of it. If I had not processed, if we had not begun this journey into healing and started reflecting interiorly, our little circles would be very, very tiny. It would be almost as if we were on our own little island, going through our own little stuff, suffering in this created, chaotic world. That's not living. That's not being fully alive. And that's what these series are all about. Love fully alive. It's about coming out of our stuff and stepping into more. Okay? Let us stop being enslaved. We're no longer slaves. We have been freed. And this is the life we're meant to be living. And it's really challenging when we stay stuck. Okay? So, stepping into the more. Wow, there is so much more. And we don't realize how much God has in store for us. And this is why we have to do what we can to begin that journey on that path. And so, how do we step into this more? What does that look like? What does it feel like? How do I keep it going into this more? First of all, you got to realize, just like with anything, right? We have goals. We have these awesome things that we set and we want to achieve them. We want to obtain this and we look forward to this. So set some goals. Be realistic. What is this more going to look like? What is stepping into more going to feel like? Where am I going to find there? You're made for more. You're made for beauty. We are made for freedom. We are made for an abundance, for greatness, for goodness, for purity, for wholeness, for love, for mercy, for truth. We're made for all of that and then some. And that's the beautiful gift that we have been giving through his cross and resurrection, of course, through redemption. So this is that place. This is where we want to be. So if we're made for this beauty, this freedom, this abundance and greatness, how do I get there? I love you too, Carson. How do we get there? We got to stay focused in constant change. We got to stay focused in the desires, the yearnings, the stirrings within our hearts, and we have to pay attention to that. Here recently, we're about to wrap up middle school theology of the body. And we had an awesome lesson last week. Props to Josh and Deanne, of course, and it was on vocation and helping them to discern what the heck vocation, first of all, was. But the beautiful simplicity of theology of the body, it envelops all of your senses, right? So this awesome little quick tidbit, and I'm going to share with you guys what it is, how you can discern, how you keep discerning, how you keep constant in this more. How do I keep looking? So the first one, I already gave it away. So there's 5 L's. Look, listen, learn, live, love. Look, listen, learn, live, love. Hey, Tino, love you too. Okay, so is that my babe? That is my babe. Hey, babe. Okay, so look, listen, learn, love, live. These are the 5 L's. And we taught this to middle schoolers, which is awesome because we got to get them young, right? We've got to learn how to embrace this life of fullness. We have to live in the more. We have to keep stepping into this more and seek what God has planned for us. In freedom, in truth, in beauty, in love, this abundance, not just to be living, not just to exist, but to be fully alive with where He is putting forth His great, magnificent plan for us, for you. Specifically, your plan is all about you, no one else. Well, later on there might be some other people, but anyhow. In the 5 L's, look. First L, look for Him. Look for God. Look for Him in everything and in everyone. And this is, I think, the most challenging because sometimes it's very difficult to look for Him in the people we surround ourselves with. So, if that's the case, then you have to do some inventory. You have to check things up and get reflecting on whether or not these people are good for you on the right path or if these people are not so helpful. Maybe you're there to help them become better, start stepping into that more. But first is look. Look at, look everywhere for him in all things. It's so easy when you're outside to see how beautiful he truly is, how beautiful and magnificent all his creation is. Just step out there and reflect on our Creator and know that as beautiful as that flower is, as beautiful as that leaf is turning, you're even greater than that. You are more. And so that's an awesome way to remember look. First L. Second L is listen. Listen. Not here. Well, it's kind of here, but listen means fully. Be listening. Look out for him, but listen for his voice. And a lot of times it's in his still small voice. As beautiful as your husband. Yes, babe, of course. He is everywhere. He is always speaking to us. And we are so busy sometimes that we don't have 2 minutes to sit down and just listen. And that one's another tough one. These aren't easy 5 L's, but hey, we got to start somewhere, right? Listen. Listening in conversation that you're having with actual people, when you're interacting with each other, when you're sharing with each other. Listen to what he's prompting in your own heart, in the stillness of your own spirit. Listen. Become more aware of how to focus on what is of him. Okay. Third L is learn. Learn, 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 learn. And this is part of the learning process. I hope for everybody out there listening and watching, I hope you learn something. Because then it's pointless to do this time and time again. But learning from others is huge. Being able to be drawn to someone who you just know that has this spark, this glow about them. There's something different. And automatically our spirits are drawn to one another in that sense. Ooh, it's not about the exterior. It's not about what we look like. It's about what we're learning from each other, what I can see beyond the exterior that I'm receiving, that's coming to me, what stirs me about them, and then learn from that person. Learn what they're doing to increase their faith walk, to increase their journey with and through God. Learn about what it is that God is placing before you. And that could be through people, it could be through books, it could be through everyday conversations, it could be through your parents. God speaks to us in so many ways, and learning from those people that he's putting before us that are of a good is something that we kind of take for granted. And I think with learning also means being involved within a community, being especially with young adults, they move away from home, and a lot of times it's kind of hard to stay plugged in and connected to that community again, that family. So seek out others, seek out a community that is you're easy to access. They lift you up, they build you up, they hold you accountable, they share the same goals and desires, and they're along the same walk where you are. Maybe not exactly the same, even some further ahead. It's all about learning from one another, and we have to have a receptive heart to do that, right? We can't be so prideful that I got it all, I know it all, I'm good here. No. Learning means, again, coming out of oneself and being in communion with each other. And that's what we're made for, right? Ultimately. So look, listen, learn. Now we're going to hit on live. Live. So when we were talking to the middle schoolers, a lot of them don't realize what vocations are. What the heck are we talking about? And so this is really good to be able to introduce this to them. But us adults should have an idea, or at least a glimpse of what vocation is. Vocation is our state of being, our state of living right here, right now. And when we hear vocation, we automatically think of the priesthood, or we think of married life, or we think of the religious life. And A lot of times we miss the fact that we are in a vocation right here, right now, whether I'm married or single, whether I have children or I don't, whether I am a priest or not, a sister or not, I am living a vocation right now. And so the L, the fourth L, is live. You have to live fully in that vocation right here, right now. We're not just going to sit on our hands and wait till God says, oh, you're called to be married. Boom. Okay, now you can live fully. No, 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 no. You have to live fully alive right here, right now. What does that look like? That means we're stepping into that more, right? We're seeking more, the more that we were created for. Remember episode 1 and 2, what is love? 2, focused on healing. That's journeying into the more. And as we keep going with these clips, we want to be able to help everyone receive what we have begun to tap into and what we've received ourselves. And so that means journeying this with you. This is a part of that accompaniment, and this is good. This is the communion we were made for. So hopefully you will continue to journey with us. So how do I live fully alive in this right here and now? You're good with who you are. You make peace. You start making amends with people that you may have held grudges with. You start allowing yourself to live in this freedom. And then you find yourself living from that. And then you find yourself in the fifth, which is loving from that. Loving according to the will and likeness of God. To love like God, which is our fifth L, is to love fully. Not to, I would get confused before all my healing about how it is that I'm supposed to love like God. I would pray for a meek and humble heart, and I thought at some point my love would be just like His. God is love. We have that love right here, right now. But there's some times in our lives that we're called to love in and through His love, not our own love, because there's still some things that are kind of twisted there and still some healing that needs to take place. And so that fullness of that love, I believe, we'll be able to tap into in the life after. Of course, where everything is perfect, glorious, and good, and that love is just profoundly poured in and through one another. Yeah, that's love. But now I have a good idea that when it's hard for me to love someone on my own, I totally lean on God's love, and that makes it possible. So your 5 L's are look, which is look for Him everywhere and everyone. 2 is listen. Listen to Him. Listen to Him amongst the conversations you're having. Listen to Him in what you're reading. Listen to Him in the Word of God. It comes alive if you allow yourself to focus on what He's speaking to you. Learn. Always learn, learn, learn. Keep learning. You're never going to be there. You're never going to know it all. We have to humble ourselves to continuously learn and allow ourselves to receive and grow. Live. Live fully right now. Live intentionally. Live purposefully. Live fully. Be alive. This is right here, right now. Don't wait till I'm way down the road and I think I got it now. I think I can breathe. No, come on now. You are alive right now, and you are precious. You are beautiful. You are good. You are loved because you are His. Get all that negative out of your head and know that you are more than the sum of our weaknesses and mistakes, okay? Or failures. The last one is love. Love like God. When you can't love on your own, love in, through, and with Him. Love like God. All right. So hopefully you kind of got a good picture of where it is that God is prompting you specifically to kind of focus on, pinpoint on those areas that you really need to get a little bit more intimate with. And that's always good. It's not scary. I wanted to share this one scripture I came across this morning. It's 2 Corinthians 4:16. We are not discouraged, rather, although our outer selves are wasting away, right? Our outer selves is wasting away. Our inner self is being renewed day by day. If we're stepping into this more and being set free, our interior being, our interior life, our interior selves are being renewed day by day. Trust, 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 trust. Surrender and let Him move you according to what He has created you for. And know without a doubt that you and I have been created for more. You are more, okay? So hopefully that's encouraging to you guys. I love you. Thank you so much for staying on and engaging in the conversation. Hopefully we'll continue to do this on Instagram and elsewhere. But if you missed it or you want to share it with somebody, it will be uploaded to YouTube in no time flat. And you can find us there at Love Fully Alive. Or just look for Stephanie Frosto, not the MMA fighter. Okay, I'm not a fighter, I am a lover. So look for Stephanie Frosto. And we hope that you can subscribe for a Love Fully Alive. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I gotta get busy because I need to go look for costumes for Felix, 13-year-old. If you got any ideas on what he needs to be, comment. Post them up there because I'm gonna go on a hunt. I'm thinking something with the 80s. He straightened his hair today and y'all should check him out. Maybe I'll post a picture later. But also, I need to get to decorating, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I love you, Carson. I love you, babe. Glad y'all joined me. And I hope I'll see you guys next time. Hannah, love you too. Bye, Bianca. Bye, Deanna. Bye, Reagan. Adios.